Hello and welcome. My name is Alan. Today it's a bit of a talk about how trying to survive shouldn't make you, well, an asshole. Honestly, I know a lot of people are just trying to survive day to day, and often you'll hear, you know, why should I worry about that? I'm just trying to make it day by day, trying to live day by day. And that's fair. But it shouldn't kill human empathy in you. You should, you know, care enough to understand about others. It doesn't mean you don't deserve empathy. Everyone deserves empathy. I think the world would be a little better off if we had a little empathy for each other, at least. You know, understood one another to some degree. And look, I can understand it can be very, very painful to try to just survive, to try to live every day. But honestly, it shouldn't break the spirit so as that you don't care about anything else. Because, yeah, it, it's it's not a good place to be. Um, so, I guess I'm just trying to say don't let your spirit bend and collapse in such a way where you don't care about others. Because I think that's a big part of what's happened in this world is the ability to care about others has really been crushed out of a lot of people. Not necessarily through any fault of their own. But, it's not a world we can continue to live in where, people don't have the heart to care. You know, honestly, if we cared about each other a little bit and, you know, were willing to show that kind of respect and empathy to one another, it would take a lot of pressure off people. Because when you think about it, a lot of people's days can just be ruined by one freaking asshole sometimes that decides to just really be the biggest jerk. When all they had to do was show a little respect, a little empathy, a little understanding. You know, something happens, your order is messed up when you go to a restaurant. Don't freak out. Don't get angry. Understand. You got to realize these are people too. They're trying to do what they can. Because honestly, companies have tried to make the workers do more and more for less and less pay. You know, because they honestly feel like we could replace them with this or that, automate this or that, save money. That way we don't have to pay people. But they're just, trying to live their lives, trying to survive. It doesn't help to go off on people who are just doing what they can. I often have a lot of rage, but if it's one thing I understand, it's people who are working, they may not even want to be there that day. You have to understand, they may be ill, they may have other things going on at home. But all you can see is that moment. And yeah, you have to step back a little bit and say, hey, it's okay. I just, something happens, just talk to them. You don't have to go off on them. Now, are there times when anger is necessary? Yeah. The whole issue with the genocide being done right now in Israel and Palestine, that's absolutely something to be angry about. But, if someone mishears, something like that, hey, I know it isn't always in your brain at the time. Lord knows it isn't in mine, because sometimes I don't, it just don't stop to breathe. But when it comes to actual people living their life, I'm fine with that. People should be allowed to be who they are, to love who they want to love, try to survive. But some people seem to have such an issue with that, and yeah. The world would probably be a much better place if we showed much more empathy, much more kindness to one another. It's just something I was thinking about, so I just kind of wanted to talk about it. That's it for this video, honestly. As always, educate thyself, think, read, study, learn. Someone tells you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, later.